been over 50 years since Title IX gave women equal opportunities in sports. However, these opportunities are yet to be fully realized. Many female athletes feel as if they are not being provided with the same opportunities as their male counterparts. A staff from Title9Schools.com reports that women miss out on $1.1 billion in athletic scholarships annually, and that 92.7% of colleges discriminate against women's opportunities in sports.
I feel like it's really unfair to female athletes because sometimes our sport is bringing in more money than some of the male sports, and if we both make it to like NCAA tournaments, like the females don't get as much like apparel or like facilities as like all of the males get, and more and more people are watching women's sports now.
Female athletes are often not given the same resources as male athletes. These discriminations include poor facilities, lack of transportation, lack of equipment, and difference in uniforms. Former Division I lacrosse player Carly Rosenberg gives some insights on the scholarship disparities she has seen in her personal experience.
I do feel lucky that I was able to be on an athletic scholarship because I know for a lot of my teammates that wasn't the case. I would say less than half of my team for the 4 years that I was on it was on some type of athletic scholarship when a lot of them deserve to be.
The money being left on the table, recruiting doesn't happen at the high school level anymore, particularly for female sports.
The recruiting process for female athletes looks different than it does for males. DEI Director at Phoenixville Area School District Frank Garantano tells us a little bit about his personal experiences in his own time.
No coach who ever recruited them ever showed up at a high school game. Recruiting occurs at pretty high levels of travel. And, for basketball, it might be called AAU, right? But in other travel fields, that's where the recruiting process is taking place.
There are organizations like Champion Women who advocate for women's equal opportunity and success in sports. Hannah Poggi sits down with Champion Women's CEO and four-time Olympic gold medalist Nancy Hogshead-McCarr.
To say anything about particular schools or conferences, right? That you need to add more opportunities, you need to add more scholarship dollars. And so Champion Women wanted to fill that void. We are the only people, as far as I know, that are directly addressing those. Our work is the intersection of sexism and how it plays out in sports.
Champion Women takes pride in helping their athletes. This includes helping them understand their rights and highlighting where their universities are coming up short. Former Dartmouth swimmer and athlete activist Ashley Post gives some insight on how Nancy and Champion Women helped her swim team at Dartmouth to be reinstated.
First presentation that Nancy and Champion Women gave with our whole team and a lot of the alumni, she had this whole presentation ready to go for us, showing exactly where Dartmouth is not in compliance. And she seemed so confident about everything. And we were wow, really, is this actually true? It was super exciting to hear because at that point, our efforts were kind of dwindling.
Women are missing out on many opportunities that most male athletes are granted past the high school level. Among the top of these issues include scholarship opportunities.
What women are missing right now in both high school and college is about a third. So they should have a third more opportunities, scholarship dollars, right? The gaps are much, much bigger than I think your average person realizes.
Honestly, it's kind of frustrating. I feel like, especially now, we just kind of come a long way, and especially as a softball team, we've won a lot. We've won the conference the past 2 years, and we've done a lot for the school. So I think it's just kind of frustrating knowing that we're not getting treated the same. You kind of take a look at our field or what our field used to be, and you compare it to the baseball field or the lacrosse field or literally any other field on campus, and you can see the big difference between the two.
In recap, we now know that after 50 years since Title IX has been originally passed, there still remains to be flaws the system needs to fix. As time passes, more organizations like Champion Women will exist and further push to level out the playing field of the promises Title IX originally made.